Hello everybody and welcome to another Magical Moon video. Whilst Nick is outside looking after the legends, I am tucked away in the Moon workshop looking after this lovely chap who arrived to be restored. He looks like your classic perfect golden bear. He's got his lovely orange eyes, his nose is here, his eyes are glass. He's a very, very lovely bear and he's stuffed with something called wood wool. So he's a very, very solid bear. But unfortunately, what's happened over his many, many years of love, this wood wool, sometimes it bends over and it becomes like splinters and starts to push through the fabric. And what's happened, where his joints have moved so much, some of this wood wool has pushed through and created a tiny little hole. But unfortunately from there, it has gone on to create quite a big hole because of the wear and tear on the actual joint. So I'm going to have to take the joints off and reline the legs so I can put the joints back on nice and strong so they stay where they are and they're preserved for many more years to come. And also his head here would have once twisted, but it's been stitched back on. So at some point his head's fallen off and it's got some very neat stitching all the way around. But if you look in here, there are his original joints, so the head should twist. So that's another part of his restoration. So looking forward to doing it. You're going to come along with us. So get a nice cup of tea and let's get going, Mr. Bear. So, as you can see, I've taken his head off, poor chap, and what we have now is, you can see how many different times someone's tried to stitch his head back on. He's got 3 different threads here, all been wound round to try and hold that lovely head on. So he's lucky he still has his head. So now the next part that we have to do is I need to take this wood wool out so I can access his legs. So as you can see, he's in pieces now and I can see exactly what I'm dealing with. So here is the limb that was ripped. It's here, as you can see. So I'm just going to add some more material and close this one back up again. And then it's a matter of just trying to, we're going to have to take this original joint off of the bottom of his head because there's actually 2 in here. There'll be one in his head and this was the one that held him onto his body. So this one needs to come off. And then it's a matter of putting him all back together again and giving him some new pads.